What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 412 for the week of October 19th, 2025. Time this week's episode is Worlds 2025. I'm not going to do the joke this time. Preview. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the FaZe Clan jersey, Will, aka I, Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this? It is, in fact, Monday evening.
I'm doing all right, man. For reasons I'm wearing the FaZe Clan jersey I divulged before. We'll get there in the topic of the show. It looks like you're wearing possibly our new Worlds merch.
I am, as a matter of fact, available right now.
Hey. Oh, but yeah, we're here on a Monday. I mean, it's Worlds, right? Like freaking the last one of the Infinite era.
It's Worlds, man.
So got a lot to talk about.
We do.
But yeah, how are you doing, man?
I am doing all right. Obviously, it's the classic answer of I'm tired, but we out here and we're chilling. I got my water, feeling good. We got some stickers to show off in just a little bit, so stay tuned. Juan is all well aware of that. And chat, I have one question for you.
Are you ready?
Are you in fact ready? Because we got a lot to talk about, and we're just going to get right the fuck into it. Blackout with the 23-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much. Let's get into some motherfucking competitive news. Halo Royale is out now. This is by Schisma, and if Ronan ever shows up to the fucking show, then hopefully he can shut the fuck up about this, because it's finally out. I know that he jokes all the time about like a Halo needing a battle royale, but Schisma has officially released a Halo battle royale that has been made within Forge, that has been worked on for a very, very long time. The map, the FFA mode, and the teams mode are available in the Google Doc of the show. It's the show, ! Show notes in the chat. And then also, I'm going to say this again when we get to our topic, but I want to mention it right now, right off the bat. Because this is our Worlds preview, and because there is a lot of things surrounding this event that are going to be happening during the weekend, please, 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 not Sabrina Carpenter, open up the show notes. Everything will be listed out there. And like, if you just want like a one-stop shop, because the Waypoint article is not updated yet. So if you want just a one-stop shop of everything that's going to be happening at the event, please open up the show notes, have that there, like the link is shared so you can always access it, and it'll be much easier to follow along. Next up, 2020 Fat HCS playoff bundles, new Type 35 Needler weapon model. Will, this by the HCS. The final Halo Championship Series weapons bundle of the 2025 season is here. Well, it's going to be here tomorrow because we record this on a Monday. Our partnered teams all have new multi-use weapon coatings that can be enabled across your weapon bench. The first time purchase of this bundle from one of our partnered teams will also unlock the new, technically old, you'll get what I'm talking about in a second, Needler weapon model, the Type 35 Needler, based off of the 2001 Needler. Hence why
Old, new, old.
See, Will's following along. Chat, are you guys following along? This is very important. Each bundle will include the model and a multi-use team coating. The model will be included in your first bundle purchase for 1,000 credits, and then each bundle purchase after will be 800 credits. So, as typical.
Yeah, I part of me wishes there was armor coatings for the last playoff bundles, aka like end of year Worlds bundles, because it is the last one, and what a way to like send it off on a celebration to have all new shining armor coatings. But we all know the state Infinite's in and what the team is doing, so we get weapon coatings.
Agreed. Yeah, it really would have been nice to just get one more, maybe not even like a team specific armor coating, but kind of like they did with the Laurels way back in the day with the armor effect.
Yes.
Yeah, just have something really signify that this is the World Championship. I think it would have been cool, but whatever.
Yeah.
Also, real quick before we continue, thank you guys for the clarification in the chat, because I thought that was the case in terms of TSM having a booth, but forgot. But yes, it is true. So I just added that. So thank you guys. Thank you, chat. Greatly appreciated. And then, the final piece of competitive news. The Women of Halo map Elysium is available right now. This is by the Women of Halo. Welcome to our sanctum, Elysium. Women of Halo will have Elysium for open play on site at the HCS World's community booth. Stop by and check out the map and win some fucking prizes.
I'm all for Women of Halo prizes.
Fuck, especially if they're the sticker variety. Big fan of that. Tyler says H5 Eden remake. It looks pretty cool. It does look very, very good. All their maps have looked fucking amazing. Welcome back. Also, Spring with the 22-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. That's it for the competitive news. Will, very surprised that I removed this segment from this episode of the show.
And yet here we are.
Because as of today, yes, in fact, we do have some. Rostermania!
All right. Statement from Majin. Consider, moving into the Halo World Championship 2025. And they state, it is with great disappointment that we announce that Bastos will unfortunately not be able to join the team in Seattle for the Halo Worlds. Despite all our efforts, the procedures with the U.S. Embassy could not be completed within the required time. We want to express our full support and pride for Bastos, who has fought until the very end to represent France and Majin on the world stage. In accordance with HCS regulation, no substitute could be added. So, Kronos, our coach, will step in alongside the players to defend our colors. Despite the situation, we remain proud, united, and determined. Part of the Majin staff will be present on site to experience this exceptional event. This moment will remain a major turning point in the club's history, and it's only the beginning of something even greater. So yeah, tough situation with Bastos not able to get visa. I'm assuming this is visa related, even though they don't directly state it. It's Worlds, and to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? And we just wish every club, every team was at their 100%. Second case where we have a team with a coach stepping in, and it's unfortunate for Majin. I would like to see them play with their full team, but Kronos has been around for a while. Was a great player. It sucks that it happened, but here we are.
Agreed on all fronts. And I think this also lends itself to the wondering, right, of Legion and their situation. And are the HCS going to allow them to get a different sub? No, they're going to have to be playing with their coach regardless. So it really does suck all around. But this is going to sound so stupid. For what it's worth, Will, they did make it, and you do walk away with some money. Obviously not what you want, and you want placings and everything, but there's that. Jesus Christ, this combo shit.
Hi, Ronan.
This fucking combo shit.
Yeah.
Chuck. God damn it.
Chuck and John.
Yeah, seriously. And then also, got to give a shout to Absent for the 23-month resub. You get a woo! Yeah. To Shio, to Spring, to Absent, to PD. Wish you guys were attending the event. Unfortunate that you guys are unable to. Change the ding to fuck. I love that idea. Actually, if we could add custom sounds, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. All right, Will.
That's it for Rostermania.
That means it's time for your upcoming tournament of the week presented by NoobCombo.com. Check out NoobCombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. Friday, October 24th to Sunday, October 26th. We have the Halo World Championship. Thank you, Will. We have the Halo World Championship 2025. And that does it for your upcoming tournament of the week presented by NoobCombo.com. Check out NoobCombo.com for all your Halo B Sports needs. Scrim Tournament League recaps, Will. What do we got?
We'll start off with the pre-Worlds FFA tourney hosted by Obsidian Storm and Valerian. Here are the results. In fourth place, Steve Tushaisi. Third, went to Maddie. Second, Nuclear Blaze. And first, Steven Goobs. Goob's been dominating FFAs for as long as I can remember, always seeing his name up there on the list. Got to give a shout out to Maddie, former P United player, representing, working on those FFA results. I remember seeing him at DreamHack, not pleased with how he played and just continuing to grind it out, and glad to see him in third place here. And I'm assuming that he's prepping for Worlds, and I'm hoping to see him there. I guess I don't know for sure, but would be cool.
It would be very cool. Also, I know we haven't really seen her in these placings for these warm-up tournaments, but you can never count Command Station out either. And so
yes.
Expecting that grand final of that FFA to be fucking stacked.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Halo World Championship warm-up 3. A lot of warm-ups going on here. This one was presented by Complexity and GameSir. And the results are as follows. In fourth place, it was TSM, Druck, Manny, Talik, and Soul Snipe. Third, LG, Glory, SLG, Snipetrone, and Woodham. Second went to Shopify Rebellion, Cycle, Last Shot, Frosty, and Royal 2. And first went to Optic Gaming, Formal Bound, Legend, and Renegade.
These fucking combos.
Yeah.
God, sorry, Will, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm hearing them too, man. They're throwing me off a little bit. I'm
going to disable this shit. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. Go ahead, Will, I'm sorry.
Busy day during the championship Sunday of this event for me, so I didn't catch all of it, but I did watch that grand finals. And this was the Optic we're kind of used to from the first two events. They came out pretty dominant.
Correct.
But again, I keep in mind online.
Yep.
Maybe not everyone's showing their strats the week before Worlds. Maybe who knows what went into this event, but Optic did look on fire. So it gives me I'm not going to say they have made it back to where they were, because I need to see it on LAN.
Yep.
But it gives me, I guess, hope or maybe some inkling that they are working back to getting towards that dominant fashion. Again,
agreed completely. This is, Will, one of the things that we always fucking say on this show for fucking 8 years is that online doesn't matter. And in the grand scheme of things, it's practice at the end of the day, which is good. Like, don't get me wrong, practice is great. And this could be a good momentum booster going into the LAN. But at the same time, it's not the same thing as a LAN environment. So
right.
We're going to talk about our predictions and stuff very, very shortly, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I agree with what you said. I think this is a step in the right direction. It definitely felt like what we were previously used to seeing. Now we just need to see it where it really matters.
Yes, 100%.
Fantastic. Thank you all so much for the bits via the combo.
Thank you.
I know I was giving it a lot of shit, but it's really just because the dings were throwing me off. But seriously, thank you all so much for the bits. It is really appreciated. Will.
Yes, sir.
We've made it.
We're there.
We're already there. It's time for our topic, our Worlds 2025 preview. This is, it's going to be a big boy. This event's going to be a very big boy. There's a lot of shit happening. And there's a lot of shit to go through. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Like Will mentioned at the very, very beginning of the show, our Worlds merch is available right now. Okay? So, yes, you're obviously not going to get it in time for the event. Okay, spoiler alert there. Sorry to inform everybody now. But if you still want to get your order in, it'll be available. So, feel free. It's very comfortable. Love how it looks. Will and I will be rocking it at the event. So, make sure to stop on by, see how it looks, see how it feels. And yeah, get your order in if you're interested. Next up, a few community-related things that are going to be happening before and kind of during the main event of Worlds. First is the Podtacular Worlds Community Night. This is by Podtacular, of course. Announcing the Community Night at the Halo World Championships, celebrating 20 years of Podtacular. We're thrilled to partner with Laird and Ranger Cali, bringing an MCC LAN to Spin 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific time on the Thursday before Worlds. You can donate to help them bring a Halo 2 tournament to life with prizes. And then depending upon the donation that you send in, we'll get you a certain level of prizes as well. So if you're interested in any of that, if you're going to be at the event, make sure to stop by. Again, that is Spin in Seattle from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific time. Dementor with the 10-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Then we also have Forsaken's The Final After Party, October 26th. Okay, October 26th. And it is the unofficial after party at the Forsaken Mansion. It's their Airbnb that they're going to have. So it's the events that Freezy puts on are one of the greatest vibes. Like the people that are there, everybody's enjoying themselves. Everybody's very laid back. Like they're pumping beats throughout. It's a great fucking time. So if you're able to attend, then I fucking highly recommend you do so. But maybe you're not into the whole like just sitting down and talking with people and whatnot. Well, at that Freezy after party, there may also be a little bit of a beer pong tournament as well. Now, Will, I am awful at beer pong, as was indicative at SLC. But if you are a goat at beer pong, there's a $250 prize pool. It's hosted by Blaze, as a matter of fact. So make sure to show up and ball out.
I used to be good. I've recently tried playing not actual beer pong, but just throwing some of the ping pong balls. I can't do it anymore. I lost all my skill.
Well, I've always been bad.
So that's I will not be entering into that tournament. I will watch if I'm there, but
fuck yeah. Maybe they'll need casters for the event, you know? Just hop on the mic. Yeah, hop on the mic, Will. Next up, the Community Corner presented by Jumperscape, and we wanted to shout out what we're going to be doing again here. Again, special thanks to Jumperscape, the 405th and Halo Studios, for allowing us to have our own dedicated time slot at the Community Corner for Worlds. Friday, October 24th at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, we will be there for 2.5 hours. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what the fuck are you going to do for 2.5 hours, Josh and Will? Well, let me tell you what the fuck we're going to do. We will have event-exclusive stickers. Our final crest stickers will be there. We'll have one for Seattle and for Worlds specifically. The Worlds one is a limited edition one. We will have a live show with meet and greet. You can stop by and let us know how the event has been and how this franchise community has impacted you. So as long as we know who you are, like the intention would be we could pull you aside, we could pull you on. It more than likely is going to be audio only. Okay, so just be aware of that. Will, go ahead.
I wanted to clarify as well, because when we say live show, I don't think they're allowing recording equipment due to the space, like as far as video recording equipment. Sorry.
Yeah.
So there won't be cameras. It won't be live streamed, but we will be doing live audio recordings at the event to then publish.
Exactly. What's up, Shurzy? Welcome back. Also, Jagged, welcome back. Again, unfortunate the situation, but still wishing you guys the absolute best at the event. The other thing that we're going to be putting on is a weapon drill challenge. Compete to have the highest level 3 S7 sniper weapon drill score, and you can win Worlds merch from us. Okay? So here's how this is going to go. If you open up the show notes, a poster is in there for your information. But Few rules. You're going to be given around 1 minute to change your controller settings. Okay? Because we don't want to have people just sitting there finagling with their settings the entire time. You're going to have roughly a minute to change your settings. You're going to complete 1 attempt of the S7 sniper weapon drill on level 3 difficulty. And then you can return to the line for additional attempts. What will happen is we'll be recording your email and your score. And you can always get back in line and try to get a higher score and higher score and higher score. The person who has the highest score at the end of our session at the community corner will receive an item of our merch of their choosing. And it'll be shipped to you after the event. Okay, we will make sure it's purchased. We'll get it shipped to you. It'll be after the event. So there you go. Fucking show up, show out, and get some goddamn stickers. Jesus, Jersey. And then
Chuck,
also
pull up and quiz me. Y'all see how much knowledge I don't retain up here. I barely remember who won the first event of the year. No, just kidding.
I would fucking hope you didn't. God damn it. There's a whole storyline leading into this fucking event.
I know.
I'm just giving you shit. All right. Then the Halo Community Corner at the Halo World Championship. They will be having a shit ton of creators in the space all like for Saturday and Sunday. And if you want to see the entire schedule for Friday and Saturday and who's in the community spotlight, who's in the creator hub, go ahead and check everybody out. All the times for all the creators are listed there as well. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great fucking time. Then this is another reason why if you're listening to the show or watching the show, I highly recommend you have the show notes up. Okay. Because we're going to briefly talk about community giveaways because there are a lot of them. First up, a swag meetup. This is by Corey, aka Legendary C4, and he states, for the first time, I thought I would try to organize a meetup for all the givers in the community to get together one last time and share all of our creations. I will have my stickers, HCS posters, etc. And then a clarification from Corey, he states, PSA, we're going to move the meetup forward to 2 p.m. Pacific time due to the conflicting Halo project update that takes place at 1 p.m. This will allow everyone to enjoy the news and get good seating while still being able to attend the meetup. Okay? So there you go. What's up?
Maybe this is a behind the scenes. Do we know where the meetup is?
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact. It is in the original tweets. It'll be in the main hall.
Got it.
In the main hall. And again, that is in the original tweet that is linked in the show notes, so feel free to check that out. The reason why I didn't include the graphic is because it has the wrong time in it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just don't want people to get the wrong idea there. Then, the artist spotlight at the community corner. Also, Izzy, welcome back. And don't worry, we'll talk about what's chilling. What's chilling over here. Don't worry, we'll talk about it. Artist spotlight at the community corner by Jumperscape. The following artists will be handing out prints and signing items. Friday, October 24th at 12 p.m. All these times are Pacific, by the way. I'm not just going to say Pacific every time. 12 p.m. is Outlet. 1 p.m. is B Does Stuff. 2 p.m. is Terminator. 3 p.m. is Chunch. 4 p.m. is Goose. And 5 p.m. is Jokey. And then on Saturday, 12 p.m. is Sky Chow. 1 p.m. is Pickled Gear Art. 2 p.m. is Funkster. 3 p.m. is Mr. Gruntington. 4 p.m. is Krabosk. 5 p.m. is 2204 Design. And 6 p.m. is BB12. So again, there's going to be so much cool shit happening in the community corner at Worlds this year. And there's going to be so many creative things that people are handing out. So please stop on by all throughout Friday and Saturday. Get some art, get some trinkets, get some collectible things. Just bask in the fun. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Juan had messaged and was like, hey, if you're okay with this, would love to send some stickers your way if you could just hand them out for people that want them. I'm like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. It sounds good. Will, I was just thinking it was just going to be the all-in-one logo.
Yeah.
Right? That's because that's what he's done in the past. This time we have a hexagonal pattern, but we still got the all-in-one logo. Much to my surprise, when I open up the actual package and notice that there's a few other different types of stickers in the bag as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you come find us during the event and you want some exclusive all-in-one stickers, we first have a little sticker that may be an inspiration from none other than...
Are you ready?
So we have the HCS Pro Talk in the Mind Freak font, and then right below it, in very teeny tiny font, it asks, "Are you ready?" Additionally, got a couple more. We have a sticker here from Juan that says, "Things that matter." Scrims? Nope. Online? Nope. Context? Yes. Indeed, context matters. And then finally, got a big one here. We got a sticker featuring both Will and myself where you get a woo! So there you go. Come and find us, get your stickers. And shout out Juan for sending them over. Goddamn. Then we got a lot more giveaways that are going to be happening from the community members. So I'm going to run through them quick. Andrew's going to be giving away Grunt birthday party skulls. Ashaman and Yumi are going to be handing out skull ceramics and Ashman stickers. Captain BCat is going to be handing out HCS photo cards. Chai Latte is going to be handing out cards as well. Corbino Bambino, great name.
Great tag.
Is going to be giving out stickers. C. Pleco and Laird are going to be giving out a very, 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 very limited Hayabusa pin. Foam Forge Cosplay is going to be handing out challenge coins. Free the Wave, aka Chuck, who should be in the chat as a matter of fact, is going to be giving out poker chips and stickers. General Kid is going to be giving out snow globes and Halo 3 rat keychains. Hoyta is going to be giving out dog tag keychains, helmet keychains, upper deck cards, and stickers. Jumperscape via Laird and Fung Daddy are going to be giving out this little doodad here. This very exclusive World's Challenge coin, where on the back of it, it has what is known to be the first ever actual prize of a first ever official Halo tournament of the wrestling belt. So you'll be able to get your hands on one of them potentially. Kat Peterson will be giving out Cortana data chips. Kid Skull is going to be giving out Pog Slammers. Remember Pogs? Upper deck cards and custom cards. Laird and Fung Daddy themselves will be giving out art prints that look very, very cool. Legendary C4 will be giving out stickers, previous event posters, keychains, and more. Mario will be giving out HCS keychains, bag tags, legacy cards, etc. Nakai Cannon will be giving out miniature Sangheili curve blades and Sangheili statues. Running Riot Halo cards will be there, and they will have brand new HCS All-Star cards. And literally, Will, as we're recording this episode of the show, he reached out to us and let us know that the stockpile of the other card, of the former cards that they've had, is in the States now, and it's on the way over here so we can get them over to you at Worlds. Okay, so hopefully they arrive between tomorrow or Wednesday, because if they don't...
Yep.
But yes, HCS All-Star cards are going to be brand new. And then as long as the shipment arrives here in time, we will have the previous cards that they've had over the years. Whatever's left over, we will have those brought over to Worlds as well. Sky Chow will be giving out MRE props. Valerian will be giving out bracelets and stickers. Wexy Lex will be giving out stickers. And XO Sarah will also be giving out stickers. I know that is not everything. But, Will, I'm going to pat ourselves on the back for a second here. because I think we have more here in the show notes than other threads that are on Twitter.
Fair enough. And yeah, this is the most I've ever seen that's been put out there for a single event. It is genuinely insane, but at the same time, incredibly awesome that so many people are coming together making stuff for this event. And it's cool. It's cool to see that the community has kind of done this giveaway thing and it's grown over time. I'm super thankful to everyone who's doing anything for this event.
Absolutely. So many cool things are coming, and it's just cool that everybody's going to be chilling in the same spot. So just make sure you find people. One of the easiest ways of how these things are going to happen is if they have a time slot or an opportunity to be at the community corner, because they will. Yes. A lot of people are going to be having a lot of things to give away. HPT coins when? Oh, it won't be. We had talked to Laird briefly about the idea, but it was far too expensive to make happen. So it would be very cool, but no, unfortunately, no. Next up, Will. Bears, booths, merch, and activate. I combined booths and merch together, so we have births. Booths, merch, and activations. Merch booths. Halo and the HCS. They will be having an attendance poster where they state, join us live at the Halo World Championship, complete the activities on the event pass, and claim the poster. All attendees can pick up an event pass at check-in while supplies last. If they run out, I'll be fucking surprised. They usually have a shit ton of these.
They do.
Yeah. Community meetup posters. There will be 3 of them. One by Outlet Chief 729, one by Entrancing, and one by Soul_Ant19. These 3 individual posters will be available if you attend any of the actual community meetups that are being hosted by the HCS. Okay? And make sure you're just following the HCS on Twitter and all that to get information on when those are going to be taking place. Next up, their Worlds line has been officially announced, and the really cool thing that they've done is they've actually provided the prices, Will, of their items.
Great to have these ahead of time.
Absolutely. So they will have a World Championship t-shirt for $30, a snapback hat for $32, a sweatshirt for $70, and a zip-up for $75. Also, shout out to Laird for posting this in the Pro Talk Discord. This is from Div via the Halo Discord server. He states, we'll have other stuff and a small surprise for anyone that does purchase an item at the Halo Gear booth. Okay?
Yeah, I'm curious what that is. I know, I was thinking about it. Check the weather. It's supposed to be a little rainy while there. That zip up might be nice.
Will, you finally get back the hoodie weather.
Yeah, please.
You finally get it back for a weekend, and so I'm expecting you to fully embrace it.
I can be in pants without, sweat.
Without dying.
Sweat.
Very, very true. As he said, it's hoodie weather here. Oh, we're so excited. I mean, it's hoodie weather in Minnesota, so Will's experienced this all throughout his life, but like,
got my car today, 97 degrees.
Oh,
still.
And I like the heat, but like, I don't want it that, I don't want it that hot. So, all right.
About 60 something in the morning. Woke up with 60-degree weather. Ended the day with 90s.
Will, do I need to point to the sticker? Where context matters?
Yes, please do.
Gray says, bring your raincoats. It may be the perfect opportunity to bust out the SSG reflective coat.
Yeah, I never picked one of those up.
Might be the perfect opportunity to do so. All right, Gamers Outreach is going to have a booth as well, and they state, as usual, attendees can visit our booth to speak with our staff or make a donation to the cause. In return for making at least a $15 donation, we'll be giving away a Gamers Outreach pin. You probably know that already. But at Worlds. A $125 donation will get you a very limited edition Halo Infinite Gamers Outreach Windbreaker, and more. So there you go. SSG is going to have their booth, of course, and they have a couple new items. First up is a new Sad Boy Chief shirt, and they just unveiled today one of the new stickers that they're going to be having available at their booth. Of course, they're free, so make sure to stop by and get that. The other 3 confirmed organizations that will have booths at Worlds are Shopify Rebellion, which I wish we had. I wish they had put out a tweet before our show, Will, to like show what they were going to have, because I would love to be able to see it. But if it's anything like what they had at SLC, Will, their shit's going to be amazing. So there's my expectation. Additionally, Cloud9 and TSM will have booths at Worlds as well, which means, yes, you heard it correct. It sounds like both FaZe and Optic will not.
Yeah, it's a bummer. A couple of the top teams not having a presence at the World Championship, really disappointing, in my opinion.
And the other, do I even have it over here? Yeah, of course I do. It's up there because they placed third. They placed second. I'm an idiot. That FaZe jersey that's up there that they had a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I know people have been clamoring to get that, and they never brought it back. Like, it could have been. Now, again, I'm prefacing by saying it sounds like they're not going to, because if we're just going off of everything that's been officially announced, then those are the booths that we're going to have. But we don't know what the exact floor plan is, so we don't know if FaZe and Optic are not going to have them. We just know that it hasn't been confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if we're this close, something would be out there. They'd want to drum up hype for their booths.
I don't disagree with you, and I was hoping that FaZe would have one, because then it could give them that opportunity to bring that jersey in and then bring back some old stuff as well. It being the last Infinite event, just have everything there ready to go. Could have been a really cool thing, but what are you going to do? And then finally, a couple activations are going to be taking place during the event. That is the cosplay contest and the Halo Makers contest. And I know that Broken Hawk is very, very fucking excited. So if you are a cosplayer or if you are a creator of just really cool Halo shit, make sure that you have presented your submission and got yourself an entry. And really excited to see what people are able to do there. Now to get into the actual event. Event rules and player handbook are included in the Google Doc of the show. It's the show. The Halo Data Hive event page for Worlds is up right now as well. You can do your pick'ems, if I'm not mistaken. Those are still available to do. So get in there, and I think you'll win. I think there's an opportunity to win like a bundle as well, like a cosmetics bundle in Infinite.
Oh, nice.
I think. Bag policy. Very, very important, so please pay attention. All bags must be clear and under 12-inch by 12-inch by 6-inch to be allowed in the venue. Will, look at this. This man was already prepared. He has the visual aid for the show. Look at that. The man has the visual aid already prepared for the show. Look at that. If you're watching live or you're watching the YouTube version, Will should get all the praise right now. Fucking bringing the bag up there. Love to see it. They will be subject to wanding and searches as needed. Now, here's another really big one, because this is a big contention point here. Wallets and wristlets no larger than 5-inch by 8-inch by 1-inch are permitted. Anything larger must follow the clear bag guidelines. Okay? Will, over the years, we've seen countless people turned away. So please, I know that not everybody listens or watches the show. I understand. I get it. But like, please, if you are listening or you are watching, or if you know somebody that would be curious about this information, send them the Waypoint article, send them the blurb of information regarding the bag policy. Keep people informed. But then also, what if you're actually competing at the event? Player equipment requirements. All players competing must bring the following: your preferred wired peripheral, an Xbox wired controller or a mouse and keyboard. USB cord required for your preferred peripheral. Headset with no power outlet and a 3.5 millimeter plug. Wired earbuds, which is only needed for feature station and main stage play. If you plan on competing with a keyboard and mouse, you must submit your model number for each device to HCS at ee.gg ahead of the event. Okay? So to everybody out there that is planning on competing in the FFA with a mouse and keyboard, or competing in a side tournament with a mouse and keyboard, make sure you submit the information to HCS at ee.gg before the event, or you will not be able to play. Mix amps will be provided. Bringing backup equipment is recommended. Your event schedule is in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show, including the whole breakdown for how each day is going to go down. But there's a couple big things that I wanted to shout out here, Will. First up, Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time is the Halo Studios project update. And just for clarification, because again, context matters. Steezy asked, do the side events have headsets you can use? You can rent out headsets, but it's not guaranteed they're going to have one available. So it is recommended you bring your own.
Yeah, I know that on Saturday at SLC, by I think 30 minutes past the doors opening, all the headsets were rented out. Like, it happened quick. People have them still rented out from open bracket and keep them for the next day to play in the other side events. I highly recommend bringing your own headset if you can.
And make sure you have all the cables necessary. Please. Like, double and triple check when you're packing up your stuff for the event. Okay? Please. So, Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time is the Halo Studios project update. And Will, we always say that context matters. Here is some very important context that people should be aware of. From both
Unisec
and Sketch, Uni states, excited to share more about one of the projects we've been working on. One. And then from Sketch, can't wait for the Halo World Championship next week. Hope to see you in person and on stream, particularly around 1 p.m. Pacific time, where we share an update on one of Halo Studios projects. Okay? So again, they are only going to be showing one of the multiple projects that they're working on at this time. Okay? Okay. Make sure that's understood. Then,
oh, go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
Oh no, were you going to talk about what Rain was talking about? Or what were you going to say?
Rain. Yes, the deep dive for the new project, but I also wanted to mention on Saturday, you only have the one listed for the BTB Bonanza. They do have a Halo Esports check-in listed. Is it 4 p.m.?
4:30.
4:30 p.m. Which we don't have any details. Nothing's been tweeted as far as I know, but that could be where we get some information on what's next.
It should just be details on what the off season is going to look like.
Yes.
Which is good because fucking we're kind of going in the dark right now. But yes, like Rain was talking about, the Halo Studios project deep dive will be taking place on the community stage on Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? So they're going to make the announcement at 1, and they're going to have a deep dive panel at 2 on the community stage. The Studios project update will happen on the main stage. Like, that'll happen on the main broadcast. But then the deep dive of the project update will be at 2 p.m. on the community stage. And then, yes, Will, like you said, Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific is the Halo Esports check-in, where it should be information on the off-season. And then at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, they're bringing it back one final time. The Big Team Battle Bonanza! 4. So will Walshy finally win one?
I don't know. He's 0-3, right?
He is, yep.
He can't get he can't get swept. There's no way. Get that belt over to Walshy.
It would be poetic, like if he just steals the one at the end of the year, at the end of the game. Like it'd be really funny. Like Golden Boy's riding high year over year over year. He's got this belt he's flaunting and everything. We love GB, don't get us wrong. But like if Walshy just comes in with his squad, is able to take over just at the very end, it'd be really fucking funny.
I do like rooting for Golden Boy because he is not a former pro.
True.
You know, get that little get that win, get that edge on a former pro. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'll feel bad for Walshy if he doesn't get one. At least one.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to get one. Hopefully he's able to get Juan.
Just Juan.
Just Juan. We'll see. All right. Juan, I'm in. Juan's going to find a way to fly down just for one fucking night. Like one very specific time on Saturday.
Yeah, he's going to fly in, go to the event, play in the Bonanza, and head home. Like, that's it.
I love it. I love it. Broken Hawk says, do I gotta bust out the Raleigh BTB shirt to cheer on Walshy? Yeah, what a crazy, like, just a cool, weird fucking thing that they did. For those who don't know, Raleigh was the first Infinite event to kick off Infinite in the HCS. And yeah, they were fucking handing out red and blue BTB Bonanza shirts.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. And they were they were fucking like double XLs or something. So they're fucking massive. Or maybe not all of them were, but like oh my God, it was ridiculous. You only got 2 blue shirts for Walshy? Oh, I think I have a red one. I'm pretty sure I have a red one. All right. So again, the full schedule for the weekend is in the Google Doc of the show. It's the show. Make sure to check it out. You can watch it over on Twitch. They will have 4 streams available: twitch.tv/Halo/HCS/HCS_red and /HCS_blue. All streams will be on YouTube as well. Huge fucking shout out to them for that. And then, of course, there will be co-streamers throughout the weekend. Let's talk about some Twitch drops. If you watch for 3 hours cumulatively, you will receive the Halo World Championship Trophy Weapon Charm and the Xbox 360 controller Weapon Charm. If you watch for 6 hours cumulatively, you will get the Sports Tech 2556 Bandit Weapon Geo model. We're getting a fucking weapon model in Twitch drops, Will.
You know, I'm not mad about that.
No.
I don't. Is this I saw someone say that these were all repeats. I'm not sure. Is this model new? Because I feel like I've kept up on the Bandit models.
I think this model's new.
Yeah, either new or maybe part of a bundle I didn't realize, but it looks new to me.
Some of this stuff is repeating, which I mean, like the World Championship Trophy Charm. That's a repeat. But as we're going to get through the rest of the 6 hour stuff, you'll see that another one's a repeat as well. But you'll also receive the Field Test Multi-Use Weapon Coding and a repeat Halo World Championship 2024 Multi-Use Weapon Coding. If you watch for 9 hours cumulatively, you will receive the Fire Squire Multi-Use Armor Coding and the Halo World Championship 2024 Multi-Use Armor Coding. And then if you watch for 90 minutes on the community stage, okay? If you watch the community stage stream for 90 minutes, you'll receive the Undertow Husk Multi-Use Armor Coating. And then finally, or I would say finally if there wasn't one other thing, If you watch for 4 hours of co-streamers cumulatively over the weekend, you'll receive the Mark 7H helmet and the Flying High weapon charm. Now, if you are attending the event in person, then you'll receive a couple additional drops. First up is the Halo World Championship ring weapon charm, which is a repeat from last year. And then something new, you will receive what looks to be a dusty-ass Xbox 360 wireless controller weapon charm.
Yeah, it looks a little scraped and used up, well-loved, so to speak.
The funny thing is, well, it says clear in the name, but that don't look clear at all to me.
I don't know, man. No comments.
But hey, you'll receive it if you're there in person. So there you go. Enjoy your dusty-ass controller charm. Enjoy.
One question I had, and I haven't asked or really looked into it, but the code that those attending will get when they enter the venue.
It'll have all of them on it.
All of them, including the community stage?
Oh, I believe it'll have all of them. Yes.
Perfect.
Yep, it should have all of them. I believe it even says that. I believe they've said it in one of the replies to their tweet.
Okay.
That if you're attending and you get the card, it should have all of them on there. Now, it wouldn't be an HCS event without some side tournaments. And we have some side tournaments for you. There will be, on Friday, October 24th, a Halo Infinite 2v2 with a $1,500 prize pool and 64-team cap. On Halo 5 Guardians 2v2 with a $1,000 prize pool and a 16-team cap. A Halo Infinite S&D 4v4 with a 16-team cap and a $1,500 prize pool. And then on Saturday, we have the $25,000 prize pool FFA with a 256-player max. A Halo 2 4v4 with a 16-team max and a $1,500 prize pool, and a Halo 3 2v2 with a 16-team max and a $1,000 prize pool. And Will, kind of talking about what you had mentioned with the headsets going out like that, right? Like right away. Fragout put out a statement, and he said, side tournaments fill up quick. Be sure not to wait till the last minute to get in line. Recommended heading towards the tournament ops desk 15 minutes prior to sign-up start time.
Yeah, if the doubles and FFA lines at SLC were any indication, get there 30 minutes early. Seriously.
Honestly. And also, again, I know not everybody listens to this and whatnot, but I got to throw this out there too. Fragout and everybody else in the operations team, right? They're just doing their jobs. So please be respectful, be kind, and also be prepared, right? Like if you're waiting in line, pay attention to what other people are doing too, right? If you see other people and how they're signing up and whatnot, have it in your mind how you need to sign up and everything. Make the line go smoothly, make it go as efficiently as possible. And just understand that everybody's just trying to do their job. Okay? The tournament format. A 16-team pool play where, unfortunately, the fourth place in pools are, in fact, eliminated from the tournament. And then there will be a 12-team championship bracket, double elimination, best of fives, except that all Sunday matches will be best of 7. And as is confirmed within the map mode layouts, that includes loser semifinal, winner final, loser final, grand final. All 4 of the matches that are taking place on Sunday will be best of 7.
I obviously love the change.
Yes.
We talked about it last week a little bit, I believe, Josh, but just gives teams more of a chance. And I mean, you think a reverse sweep in a best of 5 is awesome. Wait till you see it in a best of 7.
Oh, dude. Cannot fucking wait. And I know I've joked about this for years, but like the fact that we finally fucking get it on one day of the biggest event of the fucking in the game, I'll take it.
At least it's happening now. That's all I can say at this point.
Thank fucking God. Rain says, love the complexity warm-up tournament at all 16 teams enter champ bracket. Shame not happening at Worlds. Yep. Agreed. Is Sunday still just top 4? Yes, Michael. Yes. Sunday is still just top 4. Your map rotations for both pool play and championship bracket are in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. All brackets, once they are available, and again, big shout out to Ash for getting this information for us. Div has stated that the plan is to hopefully have everything ready to go by tomorrow sometime, in terms of like links being available for brackets and stuff over at hcsland.com. So once the bracket links are available, I will put them in the show notes if you still want that like one-stop shop availability. Otherwise, everything will be at hcsland.com once the links are up. So I'm just waiting for that.
Fulcrum. Oh, sorry.
No, please.
Fulcrum said Fragout is a G, helped him out prior to CLT with an emergency sub. But yes, meeting Fragout a couple times myself. Really nice dude, really genuine. Huge props to the ops team and everybody who works at these events and everything that they go through during event. Long hours, side events prior to Worlds, open bracket players, getting everything organized and together. They're kind of the unsung heroes of the events, right? They're doing all the background stuff that we don't really see. So, yeah, shout out to the ops teams.
And I know that this isn't the operations, like the full operations team that's running everything, but Fragout and Celeste being part of DSA Group, just big shout out to DSA Group in general.
Yes.
Will, haven't pressed this button in a minute, but
oh gosh,
yeah, it's time for a little bit of roster recap. Will, would you like to go through these pool play rosters, or if you want to swap back and forth, let me know.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take A, you take B. I'll take C, you take T.
I'll take the D.
Ooh,
what?
All right, let's get into it.
Kick it off.
Your 16th seed in Pool A is Legion Gaming. This is going to be Uzi, Zuzi, Little Gators, and Jagged Cloud. Your 9th seed, Luminon Gaming, Glory, SLG, Snipe Drone, and Woodham. 8th seed, Akave Esports, Acid Drift, Magico, and Lure. And your number 1 seed going into the Halo World Championship is Shopify Rebellion with Cycle, Frosty, Last Shot, and Royal 2.
In Pool B, your 15th seed is SWAT Latam, which is Tapping Buttons, Noble, Johan, and Pelugod. And the 10th seed is Cloud9, which is Avicii, Boo Boo Doo Collect, and Sab. And the 7th seed is...
Are you ready?
Including Barcode, Meister, Sways, and Rice. And your 2nd seeded team heading into Worlds is FaZe, Lucid, Penguin, Snakebite, and Trippy.
In Pool C, Majin Club, seed 14. It's going to be Mighty, Septic, Chick, and Kronos. The 11 seed complexity is Cherished, King Nick, Mental, and Rynoob. Your 6th seed, TSM, Druck, Manny, Soul Snipe, and Tolok. And your number 3 seed, Optic Gaming, Found, Formal, Legend, and Renegade.
And in Pool D, your 13th seed is Unreal Nightmare, including Breaking Shot, Syrian, Common, and Envor. Your 12th seed is Omit, which is Huss, Lethal, Septify, and Spartan. Your 5th seeded team is Envy, Descendant, Piggy, Precision, and Yaxon. And your 4th seeded team is Space Station, which is Eco, Falcated, Stellar, and Suppressed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our predictions.
Are always wrong predictions, Josh.
Are always wrong predictions. Also, shout out Kobe for being here. Kobe Swift. Shout out to you. Sad Legion wasn't allowed to sub. Yeah, that and the Majin situation as well. Definitely unfortunate. But
yeah, I now obviously don't know what happened behind closed doors. But the Legion situation's a little different than most.
Yeah.
Than all of the ones we've had with subs coming in. part of me wishes they would have gotten a legit, like, it's hard to say legitimate fourth because their coach is who is supposed to fill into that spot, but at least looked at to get someone subbed in. I will say there's been speculation about who that group was around Gunny who egged him on. And if that was the team, you're kind of in that boat too. So at this point, it is what it is. They're playing with Jagged Cloud. Majin Club, the Bastos situation, freaking visas suck. We saw it with Druck constantly not being able to get over here. And what was that, year 2 or year 3?
It was the constant question every single event. It really drastically swayed our predictions depending upon if he was going to be there or not.
Exactly. So, man, it sucks that these visa issues, like, they kind of went away. They went away for this year.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden at the World Championship, we had one pop up, and it's like, damn.
Yep. Fragger Run, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. All right, Will. It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our predictions. So, without further ado, you know what I should have done, Will?
What is that?
Actually, give me a second. I'm going to try to do it right now. We'll do it live. Going to attempt to bring up the show notes so we can just like do it, live.
I got you.
Yeah, for the video watchers, as it was.
Live reveals.
Live reveals. Probably should have done this when we were talking about shit anyway, but I didn't. My bad.
Good.
All right. I think I have it ready to go. I'm going to click a button and see if it works. Let's, please work. Nope, that's not working. That's Audacity. That is not what we wanted. Jesus Christ.
Do they just get a view of our recording?
Yeah, it's got a view of Audacity. That's literally it.
Hey, there it is.
Shout out Audacity. God damn it. Wait, no, I can still make this work.
You can just drag it over
the
Audacity window.
Yep, it's a window. Fuck, dude. All right. Hold on. Now I got to do some more rearranging of shit. But I can make this work. I can do this. God fucking damn it. All right, let's do that. There we go. All right. World's prediction time. I'm going to go to the fucking screen and see if this worked. Yeah, we did it. All right. Fuck yeah.
We're there.
We did it. All right, Will. We're going to start with Pool A. What do we got?
Well, we picked the same teams in the same place, Josh. In Pool A, we have Legion Gaming in 4th place. 3rd is Akave. 2nd, Luminon. And 1st, Shopify Rebellion.
That we do. And Will, I have a feeling the trend is going to continue.
Oh, gosh.
Moving on to... Yep, go ahead. What we got for Pool B?
Pool B, 4th, SWAT Lab Tam. 3rd, Cloud9. 2nd...
Are you ready?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
1st, FaZe Clan.
Oh, that was... No. Don't do that. Okay. Scared me for a second. What do we have in Pool C?
4th place, Majin Club. 3rd, Complexity. 2nd, TSM. And 1st, Optic Gaming.
Which means, last but not least, Will, what do we have for Pool A? Pool D. Jesus Christ.
4th, Unreal Nightmare. 3rd, Omit. 2nd, Envy. 1st, Space Station. We are 100 for 100.
We are. Now, Will, honest to God, I did peek at yours ahead of time, and the only reason why I did was to make it so the naming matches across the board. That's literally all that I was looking at them for. So, not to spoil anything, but we may have one difference. One difference in our actual placings predictions.
Wow. I did, so I was using my keyboard functionality. So I would tab over through the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So when it would tab onto yours, I saw some of them, but after I realized I could see some of them, I just started quickly tabbing. So I did see that some of ours lined up, but I'm curious which, I forget. I don't remember which one we had switched.
So here's the thing. I'm curious if chat is going to know where we have our predictions switched. Because it may surprise folks, it may not surprise folks. But Will, let's kick us off here with our 13th through 16th.
Well, our pool play predictions were all the same, and with the fourth place team being eliminated, we have Legion, SWAT Latam, Majin, and Unreal Nightmare in 13th through 16th.
Moving on, Will, what do we have for 9th through 12th?
We have Complexity, Akave Esports, Cloud9, and Omit.
Moving on to 7th, 8th.
Here's the difference. I have Mindfreak reaching top 8 again, as well as you. I have TSM here in 7th, 8th. You have Luminon.
Indeed, I do. Obviously, so if I'm not mistaken, and I'll open up, not like on the stream or anything, but I'm going to open up on the computer here, like going through my bracket. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's because I have them facing off against each other for that spot. You know what I mean?
I got you, yeah. I didn't do a bracket for this. I just went by, I guess, gut feeling of where these teams would land.
Absolutely. That's perfectly fine. I have a losers round 2 matchup of Mindfree going up against TSM. And so I think TSM wins that matchup. And then I have an Envy going up against an LG, and I have Envy winning that matchup.
That makes sense.
Yep. So that's why I have LG and Mindfreak in these spots. But then, if we continue forward, Will, for 5th, 6th.
5th, 6th, here's where the switch happens. So
Yep.
I have Luminon and Envy. You have TSM and Envy.
Indeed. And again, it really just came down to how my bracket prediction went. That's literally all
fair.
that. Yeah, that's literally all what dictated this.
You know, I started doing brackets this year, and then Optic started not winning their pool.
Yeah.
Or going down to losers round 1. I'm like, there's no point. There's no point anymore. There's no way to tell. It's all just going to freaking happen how it happens. Here we go.
If there was ever, Will, if there was ever an instance of Optic losing this could be another instance of Optic losing their pool if something happens, if something weird happens. I'm going into this. I mean, your predictions are the same as mine, right? Yeah. We're going into this thinking that Optic are going to be at the best possible game that they have. Therefore, they're going to win their pool.
As they should, yes.
Yes. So with that, that's why with that in mind, it's like, okay, here's how everything else kind of fell into place. Like, if, for example, here, if I'm just going to go through losers round 1 of my bracket, I have Mindfreak against Complexity. I think that Mindfreak wins that, right? Hence why I have them facing off against TSM, but I have them losing that because TSM is a weird, they're that consistent top 6 team who performs in a LAN environment more so than online. And then losers round 1, I have TSM going up against Akave. I think TSM wins that, hence why they're playing Mindfreak in the next matchup. On the other side of the losers bracket, I have Envy going up against Cloud9. I think Envy are the better team. And then I have LG going up against Omit, and that, frankly, should be a blowout. So,
yeah,
there's that. Will, 4th place.
Base Station Gaming. I think Charlotte solidified Space Station above Envy for that 4th place. And I think this is where they will land again.
So I have a couple storylines here, Will. One we're going to talk about in a minute regarding like the grand final situation that we both expect to take place. But the other one, one of the other kind of bigger ones that is happening here, besides like the come up of Mind Freak and LG like trying to get further as well, so on and so forth, I'm calling it the fight for 4th. Where it really does feel like the fight for 4th is Envy Space Station. Now, alongside the required pool play matchup, I also have these two teams fighting once again for top 4. So like I in my bracket prediction, I have them facing off against each other for a 4th, like for that 4th place, to compete for 4th, like to get into that match for 4th place. And while I believe both the pool play and bracket series can go either way based off the map mode combos, we also know what we've seen out of both these teams on LAN when the pressure's at its peak. We know that, and this is no offense to the players, but we know that a Space Station can close out a series. We know that an Envy doesn't.
Game 5s, man.
Those game 5s kill them. They can have momentum, but something happens where it falls apart. And because of that, I have SSG coming out on top in both of those series.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Envy has been able to fight, but when it comes to those game 5s, it has not looked good for Envy. And with as little time as there's been between Charlotte and Worlds, I don't know if there was time to change it. I'd love to be proven wrong. And for them to make that leap and take 4th place and say, hey, no, we can do this. Because this Envy team, you know, thinking back, last year Worlds, majority of these members were on Dark Inside, right?
Yep.
This was the Dark Inside team that made pools.
Correct.
And then made Worlds. Then they go to Envy. They just continue to get better. They continue to climb the ranks. They pick up precision, continue to get better and better. Would love to see them make a jump into a top 4 at the last event.
And well, like I said, based off the map mode combos, I can see both series going either way. I could see them both going to game 5s. But based off of how Envy have handled game 5s versus how SSG has handled a game 5, I give the upper edge to SSG in this situation. Now, Fulcrum, I see what you're saying. Envy beat SSG at LVT in game 7. That's correct. But what happened in Charlotte? What happened after that? Will, I think we literally talked about that very specific moment where, okay, you did it here. Can you carry the momentum into Charlotte and make a bigger statement? And they couldn't. So, again, it's never saying that they can't. We just don't think that they will. But hey, this is Worlds. This is where it all matters. If they were ever going to, like fucking Shopify last year, if they were ever going to get the game 5 bugaboo off their fucking back, like Shopify had to get the Sunday jitters off their back, this is the one time to do it. They can, but will they? I have more confidence in Space Station at this time. Which means, Will, in third place we have
FaZe Clan. Would I love to see them beat Optic again and get to a grand finals and have a shot at the championship? Yes. Do I think Optic is going to return a little bit to form of what we saw earlier in this year? Also, yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think that puts FaZe in third place.
Agreed completely. I think that I think that FaZe have solidified I think FaZe have solidified themselves as the third place team. I think that if we want to go all the way back to where the trade happened, right? I think it's clear in a way that FaZe have won the trade between those two teams because it's beautiful how it worked out too, Will. Event after event, time and time again, we get these matchups where they have to play against each other and we get to really see who really won, blah, blah, blah. And every single time it's FaZe coming out on top in these scenarios. So, and Charlotte was convincing. So I think we're going maybe it's not as convincing in this matchup, but I think it's going to be convincing enough. And I think they just have that solidified third place spot. Have a great night, Jagged Cloud, and good luck this week. Good luck this week.
John, that'd be perfect timing. Gets there Wednesday. Let's go.
Fuck yes. Mr. Chief, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do we feel about passing along a code for the drops for attendees since I can't make it? If there are extras, then I'd be fine with giving them out on the show or whatever.
I know members of Mythic Gaming often grab extras. So be on the lookout on Twitter. They usually do giveaways. That would be my advice, honestly, is look on Twitter. People are always I shouldn't say always, but if they have them, they will give them away on Twitter.
Exactly. Joe Poop, great name, says, I will say, even though FaZe probably is getting third, whoever they face on their way will have to go to war with FaZe, and that includes Shopify and Optic. I think it depends on the Shopify and the Optic that they play. If they play the Optic in Charlotte, then sure. If they play the Shopify for the past half the year, no. I don't think no. I'm sorry.
Unless FaZe has made a major jump in the last 3 weeks, I do think Shopify and Optic are ahead of them a little bit, but I will say, like, they know they can beat Optic now, and maybe that bump from last event will give them some sort of energy boost, confidence, whatever it is. Maybe Snakebite will have another breakout series, and I can't even call it breakout. Just
he plays the expectation that we have.
Yeah. I would love for there to be game 7s across the board.
Oh, please.
For winners finals, losers finals, grand finals, right? These top 3 teams, I would love for the gaps to be as tight as possible. Like you said, everyone going to war, but I think FaZe currently, as we know them, have a little bit more of a gap to the other two.
I agree. Broken Hawk says, hey, Trippy and Lucid have never missed a World's Grand Finals. Just saying. And also Penguin has never missed a Sunday.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Slaytonian. Really want a 14-game series between Optic and Shopify. That would be insane. The venue would be going insane.
It would be amazing.
It would be a great way to send it off.
All right, Will, we've made it to the final 2. And not going to lie to you, I struggled a lot with this. And I took into consideration the entire year. I did not just focus on the first 2 majors or the first 2 quote unquote major events. I know I know DreamHack was an open, but it was a major in all but name. I didn't just focus on the first half of the year. I didn't just focus on the second half of the year. Took everything into consideration going into this. Looked at every series that these 2 teams faced off against each other in a LAN environment, which was a lot. Ronan, I'm sorry. And Will, I have the additional storyline to talk about after we reveal our top two.
We have Optic taking second and Shopify taking it all at the end of the year.
Will, the other storyline here. Now, I know people that wanted me to choose Optic in this scenario. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because there is a way that this can happen. Okay? Will, you know how, like, we talk about all the time, we do our dumbass fucking always wrong predictions, that sometimes we do it from the heart, sometimes we do it from the mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was fighting with myself over. Because my mind says Shopify are the best team right now. They are... knowing that Optic aren't the same as what we saw them at the beginning of the year, Shopify are the best team right now. Okay. So my mind says, pick them. This is the easiest pick you can do. The storyline's going to be amazing because it's the fourth different team to win. A different team won each Worlds. It's fucking awesome, blah, blah. Yes, that's true. But my heart was saying, we haven't seen the Optic that we saw for the first half of the year. We haven't fully seen them back. And then we had that fucking dumbass. I mean dumbass in a sense that it was from the online doesn't matter perspective. The fact it happened was amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. And the fact that DSA Group was able to have the format of Worlds, but all fucking teams made it to champ bracket, not just the top 12. It was awesome. But I look at that and I see that Optic won it and I'm like, huh. That is good practice. But it's not the same thing. So then, like I said, Will, I prefaced this earlier. I looked at the breadth of the year. I looked at every instance of these teams facing off against each other on LAN, and they've faced off against each other a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the inevitable. Optic versus Shopify. Optic win the first two major events of the year. Shopify win the last two major events of the year. I don't care about the LVT Pro League LAN. Yes, there was money involved, but there was nothing from the HCS standpoint of stakes being involved. No, I don't care about the fucking FaZe Kason showdown at the beginning of the year because those are in the off season. The official year hadn't started yet. Okay? Make sure that's understood. Worlds is the only event standing in either team's way, and they have not scrimmed each other since before Charlotte. Okay? They made it a point to not scrim each other since after Charlotte. Winners final. Because, Will, I assume you and I both have these two teams facing off against each other in the winter final.
Yes.
For those who don't remember, winners final is a 7-game series now. Game 1 is oddball on live fire. Who the fuck do you think wins that?
Optic.
They're undefeated. They're 10-0. Game 2 is Slayer on Solitude. You know what team has had the upper hand in Slayer Solitudes recently, Will?
Optic?
It's Optic. I have Optic winning Game 2. Game 3 is King of the Hill on Lattice. Shopify should win that.
Yeah, Optic has had a hard time adapting to new maps.
Game 4 is Strongholds on Recharge. Shopify should also win that.
They've been dominant on that mode.
Should be a 2-2 series so far, if predictions go my way. Game 5 is Slayer on Livefire. We talk about how dominant Shopify have been in Slayers. Optic have been doing pretty well as of recent. I have Optic taking that game.
This one could go either way, honestly.
Oh, Will, I have one that...
I wouldn't be mad if, anybody picks Optic for this, anybody picks Shopify for Livefire Slayer.
Just wait till we get to Game 7 because that's where shit really gets real. Game 6 is Aqua Bomb. Shopify have that shit on lock.
Yep.
So we may go to a Game 7. Game 7, Will, is Origin Slayer. You want to talk about a map mode combo that can get very Like it can be an absolute toss-up for the teams competing, depending upon power weapon pickup, positioning, spawn trapping. It can go downhill very, very fast right off the rip of the game. Either one of these teams can win that game.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking at that sniper rifle, and we know Frosty, Royal 2 can both lock teams down with that. Say the same for Renegade, Legend, Bound. They've all had moments. So if there was ever a 50-50 coin flip map and mode to be at a game 7, this is it.
And Mr. Chief says there'd still be a reset, right? That's the best part. That's winner's final. That's not the grand finals. That's winner final. That whoever wins that series gets the advantage going into the grand final. And that's the game 7 we get. So, Will, I said that when we do our predictions, sometimes we do them from the heart, sometimes we do them from the mind. And my mind says pick Shopify. And I did. My prediction is that Shopify win Worlds. But there is a way that Optic win. And this is that way. In the grand finals, if Shopify are able to close out winner's final, okay, if Shopify closes out the winner final in the game 7 or 4, 5, 6 games, who cares? If they win the winner final and they get the upper hand in the grand final, I believe this is where they win. I believe that this is where Shopify seal the deal. They get it done in the first best of 7. It's over. With the first grand final series layout heavily favoring the side of Shopify, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a sweep. Will, game 1 is CTF Aquarius. Shopify handily win that. Game 2 is Slayer Recharge. Shopify handily win that. Game 3, Strongholds Live Fire. It's not Oddball. Shopify handily win it. Game 4 is Oddball Lattice. Shopify win it. Game 5, it's back. Origin Slayer.
Origin.
This is the toss-up.
Yep.
King of the Hill recharges game 6. Shopify should have that. And then game 7 is Slayer Streets, which, believe it or not, Optic would have that. Based off of everything for the course of the year and their matchups against each other, that's what I went off of. Okay, and then I also looked at their map mode win percentage across the year, land placings only. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to scrims because scrims can sway, like scrims can be heavily taken out of context. Like if Optic plays omit and 17 owes them, I don't give 2 shits about what the wins were for those maps.
Right.
I'm only focusing on what happened at LAN throughout the entire year. That's what I'm focused on. But, Will, if Optic, here's where they have the possibility to win it all and throw all the shit to bed about the latter half of the year. If Optic are able to send Shopify to the losers bracket from the winter final, this grand finals just got a lot more interesting. Because in this scenario, I still have Shopify handily winning the first best of 7 in the grand finals. We just went through it. I have them handily winning it. But in the reset, Optic do have every opportunity to seal the deal, but it's going to be a brawl. Here's how I have things shaping out. Game 1 is King of the Hill Live Fire, which I have Optic over Shopify here. Game 2, Slayer Aquarius. Shopify all day. Game 3, CTF Fortress. Shopify.
Interesting.
Game 4, Oddball Recharge. I have Optic here. Game 5 is Slayer on Livefire. If you look at their map win percentages on LAN for these fucking things, this is a toss-up for either team. And so is Game 6. Believe it or not, Will, which is Strongholds on Lattice.
Interesting.
Yup. And then Game 7, which is Slayer on Solitude. Optic has one more. So, the scenario that I throw out there, Will, for the Optic fans, for the side that I've been rolling with for the majority of the year, because I really thought, because this is it. Like, if they were going to get back, I am having like an internal meltdown of FaZe last year, because I thought that they were going to get out of their fucking rut that they were in, and they were going to show up and shut everyone up, and then it didn't happen, and Space Station were just incredible. And I'm like, well, fuck me. I'm having that internal conflict right now with Optic, because if they want to have a chance at this, they need to be performing like they used to, like we know that they can. And that scenario is they have to win, I believe. Now, granted, it's Sunday. Anything can happen, right? It's fine. Anything can fucking happen. Don't get me wrong. And I was looking at map win percentages. Just because those map win percentages are what they are, just because Optic have a perfect record on Oddball Livefire doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win this one. Okay? Anything can fucking happen. But I believe if Optic will have a chance to win the whole thing if they can beat Shopify in the winter final. And frankly, Will, I think that's the only way they have a chance.
Yeah, that's fair. Looking back at the history or off the top of my head, I believe Shopify's been the one to send Optic to losers constantly. It really depends on how pool play pans out. If Optic comes with that fire, if we do have a quote unquote expected or normal bracket, they will most likely meet in the winners finals, and Optic's heated up at that point. Shopify's heated up at that point. This isn't a round one matchup between Shopify and Optic. What are we going to get? And it's a best of 7. I think we're going to see a lot of teams really go to war at this event. Like I think we're going to see the top of the top gameplay that we've seen. Everyone's going to be giving it their all. At least I hope so. And I'm hoping to see pop-offs on the stage. It's the last event. Come on, guys. Get up and yell. Show us what you got. But I think I'm with you. Shopify coming through winners sounds like the series is in their favor. The layout, I should say.
I think they win.
I
think they win handily if they come from winners.
Yeah. If Optic comes from winners, it's going to be a brawl. Like you said, I love that word. It's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a battle. There's so many maps and modes that are kind of 50-50. And we've seen it before too, where a team unexpectedly takes a game or map mode combination off of a team that is so dominant in it. No matter what that is, caught off guard, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're really aiming up for a great event. Can't wait to see all these teams duke it out and experience everything we have coming to us.
Absolutely. So Nick, you're welcome. This is for you. I truly believe, like, based off of series layout, knowing that Origin Slayer can go either way because of how that fucking map can play. If it goes to a game 7 in the winter final, I will say, I'll repeat it one last time. If Shopify make it through winners if they make it through the winners final into the grand final from the winner's side, I truly believe that they have the opportunity to sweep Optic in the grand finals and they will win Worlds. And that is how my bracket goes. Regardless of Origin being the toss-up game, if it does go to a Game 7, I'm going to give the edge to Shopify based off of how they have been performing and how they've been progressing. In which case, that's why I have them winning the whole thing. But, again, because of series layout, and anything could happen on a Sunday, so I could very well be wrong here, but based off how I looked at everything, looked at the data and all that shit, if Optic make it through winners, they have a real possibility to win as well. But they need to make it through winners first. But yeah, Will, you and I both have Shopify winning, making it the fourth different team to win a Worlds each year, solidifying like just even further Frosty and Royal 2, showcasing the unbelievable, like, just raw talent of a cycle and a last shot. The storylines are going to be crazy, man. They're going to be crazy. Will, we've talked about it previously. Might as well answer it again. Mr. Chief asks, who do we think gets Infinite MVP?
Renegade's the most winning player, most majors. He has really propelled his teams to new levels that he's been on. If Mr. wants a hot take, Infinite launches, Lucid was kind of the face of Infinite for the first few years. It's very possible that it goes to him. That would be my hot take. However, he did get MVP year one, voted on by the players. I think Renegade's impact has been felt across all of HCS. I think it should go to Renegade personally. I
agree. I think Renegade's the best player in the league. And that is no disrespect to any other player. I know people have been advocating for Cycle or Last Shot. And that's no disrespect to them either. They are phenomenal. And they are, I'm not even going to say peaking because they, like, obviously they're still so young, right? They haven't peaked in skill. I'm not going to say they've peaked in skill. They are coming into a form at the perfect time of the year. They're coming fully into their own at the perfect time of the year. But I look at all of Infinite. We're talking about the Infinite MVP. We're looking at a Frosty from the Halo 5 when he won the Halo 5 MVP. And the impact that he had from CLG all the way up and through Tox. That is who I believe Renegade is for Infinite. From the beginning from the moment Infinite began in the HCS to now, where you have this player who is consistently fighting to be in a grand final, who has won time and time again, Will, like you said, has made it, who elevates the teams that he's on, who is that consistent damage dealer, who is, and I know that stats aren't everything, but the fact that he is consistently putting up those stats, there's rare a time, I'm never going to say it's never happened or it's never going to happen, but it's a very rare instance, Will, where you have a Renegade have an off game. And the problem is, and this is why his impact is so large, is that if he does have an off game, it can heavily impact the team. He is that type of X factor for a team. He is that X factor for the game. So I know that it doesn't impact us at all on any sort of level, but like genuinely, and not to sound hyperbolic, but like I'd feel kind of devastated if he didn't win. Like it frankly would feel kind of like a slap in the fucking face if he didn't win the game's MVP. So And like Chuck says, I know that that people felt that he was robbed, that he didn't win a previous year's MVP. Yeah. Who would win if he didn't? I have no fucking idea. But we can talk about that once we actually know who the MVP of the league is, Will. But Will, anything else you want to mention with our topic?
Josh and I will be at the last Worlds event for Infinite. Come say hi, come grab a sticker, come grab a hug.
Please.
We'll be at the community corner. If there's any time that you want to come find us, you'll know exactly where we are. Was it 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, Friday, community corner.
Yep.
Get your stickers, compete in some weapon drill challenges. Hopefully they'll let me bring my laptop in so I can use Excel to record all those stuff. But yeah, come say hi. And since it's been announced, everyone's been saying it, but let's go out with a bang.
Let's go out with a fucking bang. Say it for every event. Juan included it in his video that we'll shout out in a little bit as well. But we mean it. If you're able to attend, make the absolute most of it. Okay? Not just because this is the last event for Infinite, but these events truly are fucking special. Everybody coming together under the same roof for the same love of this game and this scene and of each other. Just enjoy it, embrace it, make the absolute fucking most out of it, and never take any of it for granted, because regardless of this being the last Infinite event, you don't know how many left you got. You just don't know. But like Will said, can't wait to see you all there. And yes, we will have lots of fucking stickers, so come get them. Please, please come get them. They're gonna. Oh man, I'm so excited. Shout out Linz.
We want them to go out into the world and be used and not be put in storage.
Yes.
Please come get stickers.
Fucking do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our topic of the show. And part of me wanted to do the whole Connor the Games Watch shit with the rocker announcement not being an announcement. But nah, fuck that. It's time for Will's Adventures in the Nailovers. Another games too. Will, what did you happen to play over the last week?
Same thing I've been playing every week.
Valid.
Ronan said it in the Discord, the most consistent thing ever. I've played some Halo Infinite, Josh.
Oh my God.
Got my challenges done.
And you played some 8s yesterday.
Yeah, I got in one series of 8s before I had to get ready for bed because I have to be up early for work now. Yeah, getting game time in where I can.
I feel that.
Doing challenges, played one series of 8, and that's been it for gaming.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What have you played?
I played some Infinite too. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Played some Firefight, played the community playdate, which we did some spooky customs because Halloween's right around the corner. Also, just a heads up for folks so there's no confusion. There will not be a playdate this Friday because duh. And then there will not be a playdate the week after because that's Halloween and taking my kid trick-or-treating. So sorry, not sorry. But I get free candy, so I'm not going to fucking complain. You know what I mean? My daughter gets free candy. I get to stick my hand and I get free candy. Also played Pokemon Legends ZA. New Pokemon game came out. It's a lot of fucking fun. I'm having a great time. And oh, but it's the same shit. I don't fucking care. It's still Pokemon. It's still fun. Fuck you. That's all I've been playing. Let's get into some shout outs. Speaking of the 8s that Will was in, shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s. Hope everyone had a great time. Shout out to everyone who joined in the community playdate as well. The spooky customs were a lot of fun. There was a very specific game type, Will, that we played that I'm going to call it a racetrack, but what happens is folks getting warthogs and stuff. You're going through like a 14 checkpoint map, and the map is massive. And you can gain extra lives throughout it, and it's a zombies map, and what happens is the infected are able to like ping and use their equipment to launch themselves.
Oh damn.
It's fucking crazy. And we had a fucking great time with that. So that may make its return in a future play date, but really, really cool. So shout out to everyone who joined in those. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Struggle Within. Thank you for the follow. Blackout with the 23-month resub. Spring with the 22-month resub. Everybody for donating in the bits of the combo. Thank you so much. Absent with the 23-month resub. Dementor with the 10-month resub. And Fraggeron, thank you for the follow as well. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated. And then shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Iro, Boats, Shio, Blackout, Diode, Pancakes, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Stego, Raider, Hater, Peanut Butter, it's not Peanut Butter, I'm sorry. One Swole Day, David. Riz, Zarn, High Tech, Red Nickel, Sniper, Heavy Rainfall, Elated Dart, Board. Well, fucking shout out Chuck for the 5 gifted subs. You get a woo, 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 woo. Shout out gifted a sub to Will. Fulcrum, we may do him again. So stay tuned. Community creations, Halo Memes every day, reddit.com/r/Halo Memes. Go check them out. HCS Charlotte Major photo albums, the final couple here. This is by Zeno and Blame the Meg. Wanted to make sure they got their proper shoutouts for their photo albums. They are in the show notes. Go check them out. Then we have Halo World Championship 2025 pre-show by The Narrative. Go watch that. Highly recommended as always. They do a great job over there. We have Enmity Retcon Episode 1. This is by Halo Box Studios. It's a brand new machinima. As a matter of fact, I haven't talked about machinima on the show in quite some motherfucking time. So go check out that first episode. My one piece of feedback that I have is there was way too much text at the beginning. It gives Star Wars a run for its money. Yeah. So like, hopefully that doesn't happen in subsequent episodes. Just, Then we have the Gel Blaster Halo Plasma Blaster. This is by Halo. Go check that out. You can buy it today. We have the new Matriarch Gaming merch by Matriarch Gaming. It's available right now. It's their Worlds line, as a matter of fact. And then finally, a little video by All in Juan. It states, if you're going to Worlds. And he basically states, if you're going to Worlds, then come pick up the stickers that we will be handing out courtesy of All in Juan. So come fucking get them. It'll be a great time. And Will, that is all I've got. So if you wouldn't mind plugging the show, and we'll do the thing. You know what I mean? We'll do the thing.
All right. As Josh mentioned, we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk. A little extra content for you there. If you're interested, go check it out. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite
Pocket Casts. It's never going to be an ad.
We do have a link tree where you can find everything HCS Pro Talk. Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and the merch. Linktree/HCS Pro Talk. Yeah, World's merch out now. And then still, if you go to hcsprotalk.com, that doesn't fucking exist. It sends you to haloevolve.co.
You're home for that was wow. Wow.
It hasn't existed for like 5 years now.
It hasn't.
Probably less than that, but anyway. Check out haloevolve.co, our section, and their shows such as Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV, plus Book Club, Build a Fox, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. And that's all I got, Josh.
Go check them out. Ladies and gentlemen, Will, I still can't fucking believe that it's this weekend, man.
Yeah. And Worlds came up fast. Like,
yeah.
I was just thinking, it feels like SLC even was just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Almost. And now we're here at Worlds.
It's crazy, man. Like, literally, Charlotte was at the beginning of the month. And now we're here. Fuck. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us on this episode of HCS Pro Talk. Again, if you are going to be attending the event, come say hi. Do not be a stranger. Come get stickers. Come talk to us about the event, how you're feeling, what's going on. Enjoy each other's company. And we'll see you this weekend for what's probably going to be a hell of a fucking event. But hey, until then.